Hey guys, so I recently loaned a Mamiya RB67 Pro from a friend, and this will be my first foray into medium format actually, 120 film. So this video will be my first impressions of shooting with the RB. Before we jump into using it, a brief background about the camera. The first RB Professional was released in 1970, and it took 15 years for this to be replaced by the RB67 Pro SD. The body is fully mechanical and therefore does not require any battery. And this is a really good thing because with the batteries and the electronics of these old cameras, you never really know when it will break down, and probably servicing costs and everything else added into it will be pretty expensive. Something I really look for when purchasing a camera these days. The system comprises of a camera body, a viewfinder, a back adapter, a film back, and lens. The shutter is cocked by pressing the lever on the right side of the camera, and there are two focusing knots on each side of the camera body. The focusing screen are interchangeable, and the most common back adapter included into the system is a rotating back, which gives the name RB, rotating back 6x7. So I tested the RB out with two rolls, Ektar 100 and Portra 400. So my friend had the exhibition last week, and I took a few shots of her and her space. So with the Ektar 100, I messed up because I didn't have a tripod, therefore my body, when I was shooting it, I shaked it a bit and it came out blur. So I really like shooting portrait modes, and the fact that it is super simple to switch the film backs from portraits and landscape is a real bonus. One of the things I noticed about the RB is its weight, and it's not a big surprise judging by the look of it, but it weighs a ton, and this camera is really meant for indoor or studio settings. One thing to note is that the cocking and firing the camera isn't that easy. There are certain sequences to remember before firing it, especially when you have the film in the back and you don't want to waste a shot. Walking around and carrying this camera is quite heavy and troublesome, but the photos make up for it because the quality is really exceptional and the details in the shots are amazing. You have to take a lot more time to compose your shot and get the exposure right before shooting. So I've always been shooting on 35mm, and it's very easy to shoot on 35mm because it's very quick, very small, very light compared to the 120 cameras. And this is something that I need to get used to. The time spent composing the shot and making sure that it's level, stable, it takes me quite a while at the start, because looking down at the viewfinder, it's a bit difficult to see between the focusing, and so the magnifier is really helpful for me. It helps me identify the sweet spot that I need to get it in focus. There was a few times, I think there was one or two shots which I messed up because of the focusing. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks.